Hello and welcome to Daily Planet.
It's Mystery Hunters Week and we're doing exactly what we're supposed to be, hunting down the greatest mysteries in the world.
That's right. Today we even get to the bottom of what caused the Titanic to go down. And don't go blaming it on the iceberg.
And we're going to take you to the newest attraction in New York City, Miniature World.
But to start, we're leaving the mysteries behind for a couple of minutes to remember a special anniversary.
Sunday marks 100 years since the Battle of Vimy Ridge, and Canada's commemorating it in a very special way.
Daily Planet went behind the scenes for the preparations.
If you're a plane enthusiast, this is quite a sight.
The aircraft behind me are 4 Newport 11s that were designed 10 years after the Wright brothers. These are replica aircraft built with modern materials, but they fly and handle much like they did almost 100 years ago. We are hoping to reenact exactly what those brave young pilots did 100 years ago by flying over in France. Good check. We have a total of 7 aircraft to honor the veterans and honor the story of the Battle of Vimy. This was a dream that was percolated over 5 years ago, and it was only really in the 11th hour that this is all coming together, so it's very exciting for us all. I'm Dale Earhart. I'm one of the pilots with Vimy Flight. I've been given the responsibility as the flight safety officer, and I will be one of the formation leaders over the flights in France. I believe it's probably the most important thing that I've ever done. But the Battle of Vimy was the first time that 4 Canadian divisions fought together, and they were able to be successful when the French and the British had tried previously. They did it in only 3 days, and they lost less than 5 or 10% of the casualties that were previously lost.
That means getting this historic and precious cargo to Lille, France to celebrate the anniversary.
It's clearly impractical for us to fly the aircraft over the Atlantic. They have a 200-mile range, they're open cockpit, and they don't have enough safety equipment on board to do extended over-water flight.
Instead, they're going to catch a ride on the biggest carrier in the Canadian Forces, the C17 Globemaster.
This is a first for us. Never done it before. I don't know if it's even been attempted, so we're breaking new ground here.
In charge of this epic transport mission is Officer Ken McCarl.
We're the guys you come to when you want something done.
That said,
this one's challenging. Basically, this load is very fragile, and we don't want to have any accidents or damage it at all. That's why we have the pilots and the Vimy team here to tell us what not to touch and what we can touch. There's certain places on these vintage aircraft that we can't push on, or we'll punch a hole right through the side of them. So that's one of the dangers. We just have to go slow. Give me ground clearance.
Today they're getting everything ready to be loaded on board the C-17 Globemaster.
If the plane is too nose heavy, or if the plane is too tail heavy, can't take off, can't land, can't fly. This is a C-17 load plan. This is the front of the C-17. This is the back of the C-17. We plan on taking the first 4 aircraft, loading them sideways. This is not a very heavy load, but the thing is, we're going to run out of room fairly fast.
The vintage flyers can only fit on board sideways.
But the solution that the Vimy guys have come up with are these garage-style dollies, and we should be able to just take the aircraft and push it sideways into the plane. This loading technique has never been done before, so this, in theory, should work.
Now, the moment of truth.
I'm the aircraft captain for the Globemaster for this flight. The majority of our cargo is oversized. We can carry 164,000 pounds, which is like 164 tons. And we can carry 18 pallets, which is 3 times more of a Herc can.
Team Vimy, the day you've been waiting for?
Yes.
We're going to load the aircraft, okay? Everybody knows the first 4 aircraft come in sideways. That's probably the hardest part of this load. And we'll also be watching the wing here as it comes in. And also on the other side, the wing, we don't want that to scrape on the tarmac as it comes up the ramp either. If at any time anybody wants to stop, they're not comfortable with something that's going on, it looks like we're going to hit something, yell stop. Don't yell whoa, don't yell uh-oh. Yell stop. Everybody come to a complete stop.
Looks like the trolley will do the job if it can make it up the ramp.
What's going to happen is when we get these wheels up the ramp, there's a little bit of a gap. We don't want to come up against a problem there. So we got to overcome that. We'll put down a little piece of plywood as a bridge to go across. 1, 2, 3. Bring her up some more. All right, we're going over the ramp edge. Forward. Forward. It went to plan, actually, which was pretty amazing.
We got 7 airplanes and one's on board. It's amazing. Look at the size of this compared to what we're in.
Now we're going to try and put a little bit of the puzzle together. We have a lot of small pieces that were taken off. We're going to put those on top of this because they're really light. And then we're going to tie it down from there. All right, next aircraft. Looking good. Once we got the first aircraft in, overcame those obstacles, we had a technique down and the rest went pretty quick. Keep coming, keep coming. Ready to go? Ready to go? Ready? 1, 2, 3, push.
Well, this is really a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for Canadians when we return and then fly these fragile craft all the way across the country to tell the story over and over again about how the air contribution in VIMY and the First World War had such a significance to our nation.